I about to cut the tape, and then also, man, so we had the Asians and Tammy and them had a meeting at her hand, and I peeped game, man, and she had a right hand dude. He was a Mexican cat named Tony. He was from another hood. I can't remember what neighborhood he was from, and never really seen eye to eye this guy. He always rubbed me wrong. I don't know. This is a vibe I got from this dude. I just didn't like him and shit. I don't particularly like Mexicans any goddamn way, but this one he just ran me wrong and shit, you know. And I'm always reading shit. So I peeps game, and I said, man, dude, man, I don't really trust Cuz, you know. And he's like, yeah, man, I don't know, about Cuz either. So we sat the nigga up and I robbed him. I said, fuck it, I ripped him off and shit, robbed him and shit, and I stayed right there, nigga. So, I said, well, fuck it, man, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, fuck you, nigga. Fuck it, because Tammy was like, oh, you ripped off tongue. I said, yeah, I took that nigga's shit. She tried to set me up, because this is the part I got. So after that shit happened, I'm at the crib. I get to where, this nigga's looking for me. Nigga, I'm right here, nigga. I ain't hard to find, man. I mean, dude's ready, nigga, whatever. Well, dude was taking care of some business. I guess he was gone for a day or two or whatever. He went with his wife or whatever, and I'll get to that story later, and to his girls, and was doing his thing, I'm sitting there on the set, and Tammy calls me. Tammy's like, yo, Slow, I need you to come over, blah, 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 blah. I go, Tammy, I don't like going out there doing the day, man. I don't really, I said, I peep you tonight and something, I'll squeeze through. Because I always shot through, like, middle of the night, I creep through on the back patio. I was always that dude. I change clothes 15 times a day, just look different all the time. Because I was a hustler. I was on my, making moves. And I go over there, man, ain't nobody there but her. I don't know what's going on, I'm trying to get with you, bitch. So we in there, we getting there, we smoking a little bit, talking and shit. Next thing you know, this nigga come out the back, nigga. And this nigga had a fucking knife, and that motherfucker was long. I don't know, it was fucking long ass knife. And we always play darts over there at Tammy's, the real darts and shit. And I see the darts there, so I pick up a handful of darts and shit. I said, what's up, cuz? And I threw the motherfucker. Stuck that nigga all up in his shit, man. They took off on him. Bow, bow, bow. Fired on that nigga. Then I took a big ass, the old school house speakers. The ones that sit on the ground of fucking Kenwood. The real wood too. And I busted that motherfucker over his fucking head, right? Now I bust his head and I look at Tim, I went home and bitch, you fucking come bitch, right? She's like, oh, you talking shit, woo woo, like I'm like trying to bang on her or something, So she blows the goddamn whistle, talking about Slow over here trying to bang on her and shit and all this, and I done fucking try to, do whatever to Tony. I fucked Tony all up in her house and all this shit, and I'm like, wow. So anyway, dude gets where, right? So we get back, man. I'm like, damn, dude, man, fuck this bitch, man. He said, man, don't even worry about it, cuz. So what I did, I said, well, fuck him, cuz. Well, I had another homeboy. She literally didn't know I had connects because I've been making moves, but I already had another homeboy. He's an SA cat, Fidel, a.k.a. Nigga. He ran Little Mafia in Santana. And them motherfuckers is a different level. Right? That's a third, fourth generation mafioso. This ain't no Simone, no Crip shit. This is some familiar shit, family shit. And just way deeper. And so anyway, he was my man, and he was the connect anyway. So he was my plug and my best friend, one of my best friends. But him and Duke didn't really see eye to eye. That was the cold part. If all three of us would have sat down and really got along, man, we could have fucking moved mountains. Maybe that's just God's wish, and you did just too much out of fuck that part, yeah. Because they could stand each other because of me. But when I got both of them in the same room, it couldn't last more than maybe 3 minutes before, you could see the it was just, they both got different, and it was both like, oh, damn, man, what the fuck, nigga, so anyway, I knew what it was. I never asked nobody. I just fucking, they got their reasons. Long story short, man, we cut out Tammy and everybody else because we was balling. My plug, he's my brother. Listen, I could blow a fucking pound of fucking speed, nigga, and he'd be like, here you go. Like it was funny because I show up because his homeboys couldn't stand me either. They didn't understand our relationship. This nigga coming in, this Miate motherfucker, and he would kick everybody out. Get the fuck out, Slow's here. And I'm like, what the fuck this motherfucker ate? I'm like, man, they looking at me mad, dogging me, man, because if they could have had a chance, man, they'd have fucking ate my motherfucking liver. You know what I'm saying? They'd have ate me in a fucking gumbo. And he was clowning me one day, right? I'm going in that motherfucker as he's kicking him out. He goes, you know why I like Slow, motherfucker, cuz? He said, you know why I like Slow, eh? Because if he ain't get my money, he fucking tells me, eh? He fucking comes and he says, listen, I ain't get your money. You motherfuckers go high, run your, we all fucked it off before. Behind the beach, behind this, behind that. But you gotta understand that God is good. Amen. So we do this, we do that. And then I was like, well, so I told Fidel, quit telling them motherfuckers that before they kill my ass in the parking lot. And, but he really appreciated me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went over there and he got stuck in a room, and we all got stuck, especially if you mess with some drugs long enough, you're going to get on one. And he's in there stuck, and all the homies was outside. And just one time I pulled up to the crib, and what the fuck's going on? He's stuck in the house. I don't know. And his brother that he stayed with, which was cool because his brother was a working guy, working class. He was a supervisor somewhere, really had his shit together. Beautiful wife, a nice little family. He had no clue what Fidel was up to, really, or he didn't want to know. And he came out and said, oh, he loved me too. His whole family loved me. Hey, he's in there. He don't want to come out because you go get him, because I always had a way with him. So I'm, but he always got a lot of guns and shit. So, I go knock on the door, but, you got to stand on the side. You want to stand right in front of the door because he'll shoot right through that motherfucker, kill you. So, you knock on the side. I say, yo, Fidel, it's me, nigga. It's Slowpoke. I hear this. Come in, real, real quiet voice. Come in, So I come in, it's all dark in his room. But it's during the day, but he got all, the curtains drawn and shit. And he's on the fucking floor underneath the window with a fucking pistol in his hand. He's like, shut the door, get down. What the fuck? Get down. I ain't getting the fuck down, nigga. I walked right over to his window. I said, what the fuck are you doing, cuz? And I just whipped the fucking curtains over, the sun coming, bam, I said, what you doing, cuz? Put the fucking gun down, nigga. What are you doing? Your motherfucking brother and your fucking family, his family out there, nigga, and the homeboys is in the fucking yard talking shit, cuz. You don't get the fuck, you get your shit together right now, nigga. I said, you ain't gonna worry about them fucking shit that's outside that window, nigga. You got a gorilla in the room, huh? I'm gonna take off on you, cuz. And he was like, oh, you gonna do that, E? I said, fuck yeah, I'll smack this shit at you right now, cuz. And he was like, fuck yeah, I know you will, E. Help me the fuck up, E. He goes and gets his shot, gets his shit cleaned up, comes back in the room, man, and he goes, I fucking love you, man. He goes, Slow, I'm really from Mexico. But these cholas, these cholas, they talk shit about Mexico and, the paisas, but they don't know I'm straight from there. That's why I don't trust none of them, man. That's why I love you, bro. You're pure. Right? And man, amidst all the demons and the devils and shit, man, I met some of the beautifulest people in the world, man. And he was one of them, man. Just a special person, man. I mean, I've stopped this cat for murdering his fucking girlfriend. He's walking down the sidewalk, 100-degree weather with a fucking trench coat on. And I'm pulling up, I'm like, where are you going? He jumps in the car. Come on, hey, take me. And his girlfriend lives like 2 houses from him. I said, where you going? Your girl's house? He said, yeah. I said, okay, well, why you got all that hot shit on? He goes, because I'm going to kill her, eh? I'm like, what? Yeah, fuck the bitch, eh? And he has this big old fucking, deer rifle with a scope. I said, nigga, if you don't get your dumb ass back to the fucking house, they ain't going to catch your dumb ass with a fucking trench coat. We didn't see nothing. We just seen Fidel walking down the sidewalk with a big old pouch and, bulge in his fucking trench coat in 100-degree weather. That's not suspicious. Come on, cuz. Get it together. So take him back, clean him up from that shit. So anyway, long story short, I set up a major, now mind you, Duke's people don't like me, and his people don't like me. It's just Duke and Fidel like me. All the peons and all the little worker bees, they can't stand my ass. I just walked in, wiped my feet on their back, and sat in a big chair. This motherfucker, he didn't earn his way. I'm like a rookie. They got $20 million before I even threw a football, But it is. So, sit there, man, and set up a major deal. Now, this is the deal that was going to get me and Duke and supposedly all of us out the game. I said, we do razor light. I want my son to do this shit. I mean, we hooked up a major deal with Fidel. So it's RSP and Mafia, Little Mafia. Now, the day of the reckoning comes, and everybody's, I pile in with Duke. I'm over at the set. Duke's like, boom, we ready to roll. So he's rolling about 3 cars deep, packed Simones. Everybody got fucking weaponry everywhere. I'm like, oh, Lord. And I pulled up. So we all stay here, jump out, roll up with the Fidels. You know what I'm saying? I go up to Fidel. I go in the room. We do a little small chit-chat. This nigga looks at me. He always with his fat-ass chain. A fucking thing on it. And he fucking takes it off. He puts it in the safe. And what? He goes, I got one question for you. If shit goes bad, David, who you rolling with? I said, Fidel, I came with Duke, and I'm gonna roll with Duke. So if shit goes bad, I'm with Duke. He said, couldn't, he said, anything less, man. He said, I probably would have took your life. He said, that's why I love you, man. You're pure, man, even in the heat of the moment. That's why I love you. I said, I love you too, Fidel. See you on the other side, right? So boom, hour or so goes by, and we set up the deal, some fucking shady ass fucking garage somewhere in Santa Ana. Now, you want to talk about sweating fucking bullets. I'm sitting there now. RSP doesn't have all the money. No, RSP doesn't have all the drugs with him, and Fidel's money. No, Fidel doesn't have all the drugs there, and RSP doesn't have all the money there. What the fuck's going on? Now, mind you, these two motherfuckers don't really like each other. I don't know if they're just using me to get each other, or there's a lot of money. There's money. Listen, there was so much money, though, that people, listen, you murder a lot of people. People have been murdered for way less. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, long story short, it came to pass, man. They went off without a hitch, man. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, I'm this fucking little nigga from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, really a cornfield somewhere. And now I'm in a city in the middle of this goddamn deal between killers. And he goes off with a hitch. One thing, RSP tried to rip me off. I didn't make no fuss. I just sat down. I was ready to grab my pill. I'm like thinking, okay, well. So I just let Fidel know and just murder these niggas. I'm plotting, man. I'm sitting there because I'm burning up and I don't know really what to do. And I'm like, man, you know. So Duke's like skipping by because everything's cool. And he's like, hey, Slow, what's wrong, nigga? I said, man, cuz your homeboys ripped me off, cuz I'm not trying to really, you know, say nothing, man. I'm about to bang on your whole motherfucking car, cuz. And he was like, what? I'm like, well, yeah, them niggas won't pay me, man, give my money, nigga, cuz they acting like a funny style, cuz. And this nigga went smooth. This is the first time I seen a motherfucker check Samoans. Like, he checked the big, man, he was, I never seen motherfuckers check motherfuckers like he checked them. And them bitches motherfuckers was bowing down. He got all the money and then some from me, man. That nigga got me way more than I was supposed to get just for my fucking hassle, man. And I was like, God, that's really added to them not really liking me, too. You know, he added to that, you know, not knowing, he added to that jealous shit. You know, they really don't fucking like me now. I'm like, fuck, dude. But it is what it is. So it went off with that hitch. Long story short, remember we cut out Tammy and them. They jealous. Now a lot of niggas is jealous. I'm not fucking on certain women. So Duke had introduced me to his girl. And her name was Beauty. And she's a beautiful woman. And just a nice lady and really from a different world. She was not from that world, trust me. And we got real close, you know, I was looked out for because she stayed in the hood and he was like, you know, in and out sometimes, you know, whatever. But we moved her to the hood and I made sure, you know, we took care of her and watched her house. She had 2 little kids, Peter and Samalia. And beautiful kids, man, cute as hell. You know what I mean? So, you know, I took them under my wing too, you know what I mean? That's my peeps. And made sure they was good. And so, like I said, people was jealous. He jealous of that shit too. Now he getting to hang out with his wife because he would none of them niggas get around his girl or his kid. There's this nigga from nowhere. He's over there living, chilling in this house. He ain't even around, and he's over there with his girl. What? So, long story short, man, one night Duke goes, and he's like, man, you know, Slow, I got to go do something. And I'm like, and it's happened before, man. I said, man, listen, I get these feelings. Set your ass down, dude. What are you doing? Like, we got to go know it's late, cuz. One more. Nigga, that greed shit. Told him, nigga, we got enough, nigga. Tomorrow, let that tweaker motherfucker wait. He couldn't do it. I don't know. I fall asleep, whatever. Next day or so. Next day, I boom. Hey, they got Duke, nigga. Who got Duke? The fucking ninjas, the feds. What? I'm wiping the dirt out. I don't understand what's going on. What? He just left here. What are you talking about? And they told me, you know, he went to make the deal, and the ninjas was there waiting on him. So that's a setup. Then I didn't know that. That's just 3 striking. What? So I'll give you 25 now? Oh, my fucking God. Now, that's not even still the burner. Word is, I guess, I'm the one that set him up. What? I said, set who up? And took his wife. I said, I took his wife, honey. what are you fucking talking about? And they're like, man, that's what they're saying. I said, who the fuck is they? Take me to who they saying. They said this and that and that. I'm thinking, you know, first I'm like heated, I'm pissed, nigga. Like, who the fuck was first? I'm upset about my homeboy, but I can't even concentrate on what happened to Duke because of all the other shit that came behind. I'm like, well, what the fuck, nigga? Now it's all me. I'm like, what? So I'm people game. Then I said, well, fuck it, wait a minute. Because Big Bounce came, you know, I said, oh, here we go, going to war. Big Bounce said, man, I ain't playing that shit. I said, man, come on, Bounce, man, for real, nigga. They said, that shit. He goes, man, listen, that's what they're saying. I said, what you want to do? He said, man, you might want to get up out of here. I said, man, I ain't running from nobody, cuz. I don't run, nigga. I'm slowpoke, nigga. I don't run. The fuck you talking about, man? I ain't did nothing. And, nigga, he gets paperwork. Duke gonna let him know who the fuck did it as soon as he get his paperwork. When's that? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, meanwhile, I'm like zigzagging because niggas is really looking. So now, I get word. Hey, Duke's like, well, before all this, Duke's like, man, take care of my family, man. Make sure you take care of my girl, you know, all that shit. So I'm like, okay, my obligations to the girl and the kid. Fuck these niggas, you know. I got word to my mans, and I got to take care of his people. So I just continue paying the rent, make sure they got money, the kids, you know, school clothes, all that shit, man. Just doing my thing, sleeping on the porch. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that, man. Just, you know, totally. And you know, and then, you know, I'm not gonna say no names. Tammy and them. I believe to the bottom of my heart they ratted on that motherfucker. You rat snitch bitch. That's why you moved to motherfucking Alaska right after that. But anyway, I didn't move nowhere, did I? Matter of fact, I live with her. So anyway, long story short, I ended up getting in a relationship with his girl at the time. And we made a family together in 20 years. We had a beautiful relationship, ups and downs, but it was also beautiful. And we got some beautiful children out of it. You know, so, you know, and I've talked to him about it, and he understood that he knew he was leaving his girlfriend with a good man, and that's all I know. So, anyway, neither here nor there, he gets time, and I lose my best friend. It's like he was shot and killed. I mean, I can't go see him, I'm a felon. I'm wanted most of the time. I wouldn't want to see him like that anyway.